Hey guys, welcome to Watkins Way. Today we're gonna make my grandmother's chicken and dumplings. I was outside looking for a chicken. That's what she did when I was a kid. There's no chickens out there, but I am in the city. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 chicken breasts and add it to our pot here. And then I'm gonna get 32 ounces of chicken broth and pour that over here. What we want to do is bring this to a boil and cook the chicken. It takes about 30 minutes. Then we'll pull the chicken out, we'll set it aside, let it cool down, and then we're going to shred it. And then as soon as I do this, I'll tell you what we're going to do next. And I just need to add a little bit of water. Just want to cover the chicken a little bit. That's probably enough there. So all you got to do is, if you're making this, you know, the chicken breast is going to be different sizes. Just put it in your pot right here and just make sure that water covers the chicken breast. And we're going to add some salt and pepper, just a little bit. And then I got a little bit of kosher salt. I'm going to do a couple pinches of that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover this. I'm going to cook it on medium to high heat for 30 minutes. And what you can do just to make sure it's done, you know, stick a fork in it, kind of pull it apart. If it's clear liquids, then your chicken's done. So what we're going to do is when this is done, I'm going to pull it out, let it cool down. I'm going to shred the chicken, empty out the broth, because I'm going to use it again in a few minutes. And then I'm going to add a cup of celery, a cup of carrots, and a stick of butter back in here. And we're going to add a half a cup of flour. And with the flour and the butter, that makes a roux for us. Okay, so today what we're going to use for our dumplings is we're going to use the Pillsbury Grands biscuits. These are pretty good. They're big, so there's 8 of them in here. I'm going to tear them in thirds, so it's going to give us 24 dumplings. And I take the biscuits and roll them in a little bit of flour. Then when I add it to my liquid, the flour helps thicken up the sauce and makes it more creamy. I was thinking, if you want to make the dumplings from scratch, all you got to do is watch it's called Biscuits from Scratch video. And I don't work the dough too much. I don't make it real smooth. That makes the biscuits flaky. But if you take and watch my video and you keep working the dough till it's smooth, roll it out with a rolling pin till it's about 8 inch thick, yeah. And then get like a pizza cutter and just go like this on the dough, and you know, you got 1 inch squares or little rectangles, whatever you want. That's your dumplings. All you gotta do is add that to your hot liquid and you got dumplings. Our chicken is done, and then what my grandmother did, she always added some carrots and celery. You could add carrots, celery, peas, onions, whatever you want. But what I'm gonna do a little bit different than what she did is I'm gonna add a stick of butter. If you watch my videos, you pretty much know I put a stick of butter in everything. Might even put it in a bottle of rum. So anyway, I'm going to add my stick of butter. All right, let's check on our butter. We got our stick of butter melting in here. All right, so let's go ahead and add a cup of, I got the baby carrots sliced up like that, a cup of celery, and get these cooking a little bit. I think I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to it. We'll just do a couple pinches of kosher salt. And I'm going to use my expensive pepper mill that I paid $110 for. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So anyway, that's that. We're going to mix this up a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit of water. We got our vegetables in here cooking. They're starting to soften up a little bit. I added just a little bit of water, so I'm going to add a half a cup of flour. You can use any flour. All-purpose flour is fine. We're just going to thicken it up. We just want to make this for our roux. And as you can see right here, I have already shredded the chicken, and this is thickening up. If you want to look at this right here, can you see the inside, Mr. Cameraman? See how this is thickening up right here? So now I'm going to add just a little bit more water, and I've reserved some of the chicken broth. So let me get that and add that to it. This is a chicken broth from the chicken that I cooked in this pot right here. I just reserved it, set it aside. Now what we're going to do is keep cooking this, and I'm going to add my chicken. Just shredded it. It's going to be really creamy. You're going to love this. This is going to be really, really good. Especially on a cold day, Sunday afternoon. It's cold outside, and you need something like this. This is, you know, not salad weather. It's chili weather or chicken dumplings weather. All right, so I'm gonna bring this to a boil. And as soon as I get it to a boil, I'm gonna add my biscuits. So stay with me, I'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna make our dumplings. I got my canned biscuits here. I got a little bit of flour that I'm gonna just lay in here. And we got our liquid here, almost to a boil. So I'm gonna put these like this, and I'm gonna just set them over here, because when I put the dumplings in, if you're gonna do this at home, you wanna kind of do everything at the same time. You want them to cook at the same amount of time, so that's why I'm watching this. This is getting ready to boil. And I want to show you something too. See, now watch. It's not real thick yet, but it will be. I mean, it's getting there, but what's going to make it really creamy is when I start adding the biscuits in for the dumplings. So I'm just going to pull them apart. You know, I kind of squeeze them together, kind of pull them in thirds, and I want to add them to our broth, our chicken and dumplings broth over there, all pretty much at the same time. And I'm watching it now. It's starting to boil, and I got one more biscuit to do, and then we're going to add our biscuits. These make great dumplings, and this is a really good recipe. So, all right, looks like we're getting ready to boil, and all we do is put this in here. That hot liquid cooks these, and I tell you what, it's the best chicken and dumplings. It's not the way my grandmother did it. She made hers from scratch, but you know, do it the Watkins way. So, all right, so let's add these. And they're gonna float on the top, and when they start to get really done, they will float to the top, and they'll cover the top of the bowl here. I just place these. You can see them already coming to the top. That means they're getting done. And we're pretty much done with our chicken and dumplings. It's really easy to make. I mean, it doesn't take prep time. It's probably just cooking the chicken, you know, in the pan, getting that done and shredding it, but the rest of it comes together pretty quick. So anyway, this is our chicken and dumplings, and I'm gonna let this probably simmer for another 30 minutes, and the sauce will thicken up, and I'll be right back and I'll show you. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. I put this on low heat. I covered it. I just want it to simmer a little bit, so let's check it out, see what we got. All right, that looks pretty good. Make sure we don't have anything sticking to the bottom. Can you believe 1 can of 8 Grand's biscuits made about 24 of these dumplings? Look at the size of these. So I'm going to take out a couple dumplings, Of course, we got to dig down in here and find the chicken. All right, look at that. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna get a little bit more creamy chicken and dumplings. I think what we need to do is add a little pepper, a little pinch of salt. I mean, just a little pinch of salt. All right, hang on a second, I gotta get a fork. All right, let's cut into the dumplings, make sure they're cooked through and through. And they are. So good. I always say so good, but this really is so good. The only thing I did different was I went to the store and bought the chicken, and my grandmother always had them in the backyard, so she just went out and caught one. So anyway, chicken and dumplings, it's great on a cold Sunday afternoon. So good. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, comments good or bad. Have a good day. See you guys later. Bye.